A film production involves many moving parts, with the costume department playing a crucial role in shaping the visual identity of characters. Costume designers work tirelessly to create looks that not only fit the actors, but also enhance the storytelling. Despite their expertise, there are moments when things go awry, leading to unforgettable wardrobe malfunctions. One actor recalls a scene where a zipper broke mid-performance, leaving them scrambling to maintain composure while trying to cover up. Another experienced an embarrassing slip, when a strap gave way during a pivotal moment, resulting in a quick adjustment that was anything but graceful. The costume designer behind that particular outfit still winces at the memory, wishing they had double-checked the fittings. These incidents serve as reminders of the pressure on set, and the fine line between perfection and disaster. Each story adds to the rich tapestry of film history, where even the smallest details can leave a lasting impression, both on the screen and in the minds of those involved. In the iconic film, Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, travels back in time to 1955 using a DeLorean time machine. One memorable scene occurs at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, where Marty takes the stage to perform Johnny B. Good on a Gibson S. 345 guitar. While this moment is celebrated for its energy and nostalgia, it contains a notable error that has slipped under the radar for many viewers. The S345 model was not manufactured until 1958, which means it should not have existed in the 1955 setting of the film. This inconsistency could be seen as a significant wardrobe malfunction in terms of historical accuracy, as it disrupts the timeline that Marty is trying to navigate. However, the excitement of the performance overshadowed this detail for most audiences, allowing the film to maintain its status as a beloved classic. The focus was primarily on the story and the characters rather than on the specific instruments used. This oversight remains a fun trivia point for fans, illustrating how even the greatest films can have small yet intriguing errors that go unnoticed. In the film Braveheart, which stars Mel Gibson, the story of William Wallace and his fight for Scottish freedom is brought to life with powerful scenes and stirring speeches. One of the most memorable moments is when Wallace rallies his troops, delivering a passionate call to arms that stirs the hearts of many. However, while the movie captures the spirit of the 13th century, it falls short in its historical accuracy regarding costume design. The cast is seen wearing kilts, which are iconic symbols of Scottish heritage. Yet, the kilt as we know it today was not actually invented until the 16th century, making its presence in the film anachronistic. This oversight is somewhat overshadowed by the impressive depiction of Scottish face paint, which was indeed used during battles. Interestingly, the face paint and kilts were not typically worn together in history. Despite this wardrobe malfunction, the film's impact remains strong, and most viewers are unaware of these inaccuracies. The powerful storytelling and emotional depth of Braveheart have allowed it to endure in popular culture, with the wardrobe issues largely forgotten by audiences. In the epic film Gladiator, starring Russell Crowe, audiences were captivated by the intense battles and dramatic storytelling. However, one particular scene has become infamous among film buffs for an unexpected wardrobe mishap. During the climactic Colosseum battle, Crowe's character, Maximus, faces off against a retired champion. As the fight unfolds, Maximus loses his footing and falls into the dirt. In that moment, a wardrobe error becomes glaringly obvious. Viewers can catch a glimpse of black sports shorts peeking out from under his slave clothing. This detail is particularly jarring, as it serves as a reminder that shorts, as we know them today, were not invented until centuries later. While many viewers may have been too engrossed in the action to notice, this slip has haunted the film's legacy. Despite its Oscar-winning status, the wardrobe malfunction has become a talking point, illustrating how even the most celebrated films can have their imperfections. Such moments remind us that behind the glamour of Hollywood productions, human errors can occur, leaving actors like Crowe with a lingering sense of regret. The slip-up has sparked discussions about historical accuracy in costume design and the importance of attention to detail in filmmaking. Even with its grand themes of honor, revenge, and redemption, Gladiator is not immune to the pitfalls of wardrobe missteps. This incident serves as a humorous yet humbling reminder of the challenges faced by filmmakers in recreating historical periods authentically. The legacy of Gladiator continues to be celebrated, but this wardrobe malfunction remains a curious footnote in its history, showing that even the greatest films can have their flaws. In the beloved film Dirty Dancing, set in the summer of 1963, a rich girl named Frances Baby Houseman finds herself at a resort with her parents. There, she meets Johnny Castle, a talented dance instructor. Their romance unfolds against a backdrop of music, dance, and societal expectations. The film captures the essence of young love and the struggles of class differences. However, one notable wardrobe misstep has lingered in the minds of fans and critics alike. During a pivotal dance scene, Baby wears short shorts that, while flattering, are historically inaccurate for the time period. Short shorts did not gain popularity until the 1970s, influenced by cultural icons like Patti Smith and Debbie Harry. Given Baby's affluent background and the conservative nature of her parents, it seems unlikely that she would own such revealing attire in the early 60s. Despite this oversight, the film's charm and emotional depth captivated audiences, allowing them to overlook this wardrobe malfunction. The passionate performances and unforgettable soundtrack overshadowed the costume error, solidifying Dirty Dancing's status as a classic. Fans remain enchanted by the film, often forgetting this minor detail in favor of the romantic storyline and memorable dance sequences. The allure of Baby and Johnny's love story continues to resonate, proving that sometimes a film's heart can eclipse its historical inaccuracies. Despite the groundbreaking achievements in special effects and storytelling, even classic films like Jurassic Park are not immune to minor oversights. The film, celebrated for its realistic animatronic dinosaurs and stunning visual effects, remains a hallmark of cinematic innovation, even more than 30 years after its release. The attention to detail in creating the terrifying T-Rex was remarkable, with filmmakers meticulously crafting its size and movement to evoke genuine fear. However, amidst this excellence, a small but noticeable wardrobe malfunction occurred during a pivotal scene. Alan Grant, portrayed by Sam Neill, is seen with perfectly styled hair at one moment, embodying the composed and knowledgeable paleontologist. Yet, just seconds later, his hair appears disheveled and unkempt. This inconsistency, while minor in the grand scheme of the film, stands out against the backdrop of an otherwise flawless production. It serves as a reminder that even the most celebrated films can have small errors, adding a layer of charm to the viewing experience. The dedication to creating a believable world filled with prehistoric creatures is impressive, making any slip-up even more noticeable. Such details, or lack thereof, can linger in the minds of viewers and actors alike, leaving them to reflect on the intricacies of filmmaking and the small imperfections that can arise, even in the most iconic films. In one of the most iconic scenes of Steven Spielberg's Indiana Jones franchise, a small but noticeable wardrobe malfunction occurs that many viewers may overlook. Set in the bustling streets of Cairo, Egypt, during the 1930s, the film captures the essence of adventure and exploration. However, as Indiana Jones, played by Harrison Ford, sits nursing a drink, a local man in the background is seen wearing jeans and a t-shirt. This choice of attire starkly contrasts with the historical context of the film, as such clothing would not have been worn in that era, especially in Egypt. The locals during that time typically donned traditional garments that reflected their culture and climate. Despite this anachronism, the scene remains compelling, filled with tension and emotion as Indiana grapples with his feelings for the love of his life. The engaging narrative and action sequences often distract audiences from noticing this wardrobe slip-up, allowing the film to maintain its adventurous spirit without drawing attention to the inconsistency. This oversight serves as a reminder that even the most meticulously crafted films can have small details that slip through the cracks. Yet they can still resonate with viewers on a deeper level. The magic of cinema often lies in its ability to transport us to different times and places, even when some details may not align perfectly with historical accuracy. In the classic film The Wizard of Oz, one of the notable wardrobe malfunctions involves the character of Dorothy, played by Judy Garland. Throughout the movie, viewers can observe a curious inconsistency in the length of Dorothy's hair. In various scenes, her hair appears to change from medium length to very long. This inconsistency likely stems from the fact that many films are not shot in chronological order. During the filming of The Wizard of Oz, Garland was allowed to cut her hair, which contributed to the varying lengths seen on screen. In today's filmmaking environment, such a change would not be tolerated, as actors are typically required to maintain a consistent appearance throughout the duration of the shoot. This aspect of the production highlights the challenges of continuity in film and serves as a reminder of how different the industry practices were in the past compared to modern standards. The whimsical nature of the film, combined with these wardrobe issues, adds an interesting layer to the viewing experience. The charm of Dorothy's journey is enhanced, even if the hair length inconsistencies might raise eyebrows among attentive viewers. In the iconic film The Empire Strikes Back, there are notable wardrobe continuity errors that have intrigued fans and critics alike. One of the most discussed moments involves the character Han Solo. Throughout the film, viewers can spot a peculiar inconsistency regarding his shackles. In alternating scenes, Han is shown shackled, then unshackled, only to be shackled again. This inconsistency occurs during critical moments, including when he is being frozen in carbonite. Such details, while seemingly minor, can disrupt the viewing experience for those who notice them. Additionally, in one of the final cutaways, Han is seen wearing a jacket that he did not have on in earlier scenes, adding to the confusion. These wardrobe errors highlight how small details can significantly affect the narrative flow, especially for eagle-eyed viewers who pay attention to every aspect of the film. The legacy of these mistakes has become a part of the film's lore, reminding audiences that even in a beloved classic, continuity can sometimes falter. In the film The Mummy, a notable moment that stands out involves a curious continuity error rather than a traditional wardrobe malfunction. During an intense scene where the heroes are surrounded by mummies, the characters of Arden, Rick, and Jonathan are positioned in a way that captures the audience's attention. One moment, Arden is seen standing just to the left of Rick, while Jonathan occupies the right side. However, in the blink of an eye, they inexplicably switch places without any logical explanation. This humorous blunder highlights the challenges filmmakers face during production. The director noticed this error shortly before the film's release. He later admitted that some scenes had been cut, which would have shown the characters changing positions naturally. This oversight serves as a reminder of the complexities of filmmaking, where even the smallest details can lead to amusing inconsistencies that actors and directors may regret long after the film has premiered. In the powerful film Glory, which depicts the struggles and triumphs of African American soldiers during the Civil War, there is a notable wardrobe malfunction that has drawn attention over the years. During a scene on a bus, a man's hand can be seen wearing a digital watch. This detail is particularly jarring because wristwatches were not worn during the 1860s, the time period in which the film is set. In fact, it would be another 53 years before wristwatches became popular. The hand in the shot could have belonged to an extra who simply forgot to remove the watch before filming began. Although the watch is only visible for a few seconds, it highlights how even the smallest details can disrupt the historical accuracy of a film. Many viewers might have missed this oversight, but for those who noticed, it serves as a reminder of the challenges filmmakers face in recreating a specific era authentically. Such mistakes can linger in the minds of both the cast and the audience long after the credits roll, leaving actors to reflect on their contributions to a project that aimed to honor a significant chapter in American history. In the powerful film about the Nazi regime, the portrayal of women in concentration camps sparked discussions about historical accuracy. While the movie was critically acclaimed for its storytelling and emotional depth, certain aspects raised eyebrows, particularly regarding the appearance of the female cast. The actresses were depicted with smooth legs and armpits, an image that contrasts sharply with the reality faced by women in those horrific conditions. In actual concentration camps, women were not given razors, as these could be repurposed into weapons or tools for escape. This lack of personal grooming tools meant that the women endured the natural consequences of neglect in personal care, leading to unshaven legs and armpits. The decision to present the actresses in such a polished manner has led to criticism, as it overlooks the grim realities of life in concentration camps. Such choices can detract from the authenticity of the film and potentially mislead audiences about the true experiences of these women during one of history's darkest times. The film's impact is undeniable, yet the representation of women in this context remains a point of contention among historians and viewers alike. The focus on aesthetics rather than historical truth raises important questions about the responsibilities of filmmakers when telling stories rooted in real suffering and trauma. In the film The Untouchables, Kevin Costner portrays Elliot Ness during the Prohibition era, a time when fashion reflected the struggles of the Great Depression. However, the costume design for Costner's character has drawn attention for its historical inaccuracies. The suit he wears, while stylish and flattering, does not align with the fashion of the 1930s. During that decade, suit jackets featured much larger lapels that often covered half the chest and tapered to a distinct point. Additionally, Double-breasted coats were the norm, offering a more structured silhouette that was emblematic of the time. Instead, Costner's jacket resembles an 80s style, characterized by narrower lapels, and a fit that would have been foreign to men of the 30s. This anachronism not only distracts from the authenticity of the film, but also highlights how wardrobe choices can impact the audience's perception of a historical narrative. While Costner looks great in his jacket, the reality is that men living in the 1930s would not have been able to find a suit like his, leading to a wardrobe malfunction that some may regret, as it takes away from the immersive experience of the film. The disconnect between the costume and the era it represents serves as a reminder of the importance of accuracy in film production, especially when depicting significant historical events. In the film The Wedding Singer, set in the vibrant 1980s, the attention to detail in music and clothing captures the essence of the era. However, one notable misstep is Drew Barrymore's hairstyle, which stands out as a significant wardrobe malfunction. While the film successfully evokes the spirit of the 80s through its colorful outfits and nostalgic tunes, Drew's short flip bob does not align with the popular hairstyles of that decade. During the 80s, women's hair was characterized by volume, height, and boldness, with styles that often reached impressive heights. The trend was all about big hair, with curls, layers, and teasing being essential to achieving that iconic look. Drew's hairstyle, which was trendy in the 90s when the movie was filmed, simply does not fit the timeline of the story. Women in the 80s would have opted for much more dramatic and voluminous styles, making her look anachronistic. This oversight might seem minor, but it highlights how crucial accurate representation of fashion is in period films. The disconnect between the character's appearance and the era can pull viewers out of the experience, reminding them that they are watching a movie rather than being immersed in the time period. Such inconsistencies can lead to regret among filmmakers and actors as they strive for authenticity in their work. The choice of hairstyles can significantly impact a character's believability and the overall atmosphere of the film. In The Wedding Singer, while the film remains beloved for its humor and romance, Drew's hairstyle is a detail that some fans still discuss. It serves as a reminder of how even the smallest elements can lead to wardrobe malfunctions that linger in the minds of audiences and creators alike.